This video is brought to you by Card Kingdom, and while supplies last, if you mention Saffron Olive in your order notes, we'll hook you up with a free Saffron Olive sticker with any Card Kingdom order.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Five-0 with me, yours truly, your host, Krim, also known as the Asian Avenger. This week we're going to take to the skies. We're going to be playing our Azorius Skynet, or whatever I just call it Skynet because it's like, sky, but also Skynet, And more importantly, outside of that, we have all of our sweet one-drops here. The deck is all about flying, little creatures that fly, but they eventually stack up. As you can see, we have Loyal Pegasus, which is a new card, reprinted card, new to the new from M20, but it's an old card along with Favorable Winds. As you can see, that's an old card. I chose the old art because I do like the old art a little bit more. But yeah, we have a bunch of one-drop creatures that all have flying and then eventually get bigger through Empyrean Eagle and Favorable Winds, Venerated Loxodon. We have Teferi to pretty much make it so that we lock down our opponent from interacting on our turns. Also being able to do stuff like Bounce Fairy Miscreant, Empyrean Eagle back to our hand. And it's all about sweet tempo plays. As you could see with the sideboard, we have Baffling Ends, Spell Pierces, 4 Cerulean Drakes, a.k.a. Dwayne the Block Johnson. And of course, or at least against red decks, it's Dwayne the Block Johnson. Everywhere else, it's like, eh. Dovin's Veto to counter our opponents. Dovin Grand Arbiter to go ahead and just create more 1/1s. As you can see, I have a singleton Dovin in the main deck because I do like Dovin here. And I have 3 Quenches just to make sure that we can counter like some just random spells, including creatures. Because Dovin's Vetoes, though uncounterable and will hard counter any non-creature spell, doesn't hit creatures. And there will be times when we need that. So, once again, as I told you, these are some of the new cards that M20 made this archetype viable. The first one is Spectral Sailor. You've probably seen it in other like mono blue decks, and of course you've probably seen it in the Simic Stompy deck. If you haven't, you should watch my single scoop video. It should be coming out sometime this week. It should have already come out by the time this goes up. But yeah, so Spectral Sailor, it's a 1/1 flash flying and pay 4 mana, draw a card. This is very sweet. It gives us the ability to refill our hand. And of course, we have Empyrean Eagle from M20, which is a 3 mana 2/3 flying. Other creatures you control with flying get +1/+1. So a nice Anthem effect. They, of course, pump themselves if you have more than one on the board. And of course, this artwork is beautiful. So yeah, this card is huge. And lastly, Hanged Executioner from M20. It's a 3 mana 1/1 flying. When Hanged Executioner enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying. Pay 4 mana, exile this card, and then exile a target creature of your choice. So, very solid. It creates 2 bodies, and the one thing I like doing is being able to, it gives you the option of, blocking a threat while exiling another. Card is very solid in this deck. So, without holding up any longer, let's see how it does in the queues. All right, Pillux, you'll be our next opponent. I think I'll keep this. Yeah, it's fine. Lead off with a Spectral Sailor. Cool. So we're up against Esper. This can't be a good match for us. I mean, Esper has way too much disruption, all this other stuff too. We want this Teferi to land. There's no point in playing the Pegasus because the Pegasus wasn't gonna do anything on its own. Ideally, we draw another island here. Cool. Like this. I'm just gonna make them have a sweeper. If not, we get to keep Storm Tamer for the time being. Alright, Oath of Kaya probably picks off. Okay, well, probably would have picked off. You know what? I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna draw a card. Alright, cool. Favorable Winds. So now they don't interact on our turn, which is good. So in case they play Teferi, they try to plus and do Thought Erasures on our turn. That won't happen anymore. Oh. Lame. I wanted that. Okay. I could have sworn I had a favorable winds. Somewhere. Something.
No, I am not making this up as I go.
Yeah, let's go ahead and play Hanged Executioner here. We have the mana up for the Siren Storm Tamer. We can draw cards later. A sweeper here does it, but I don't know if they're on control or hero. Alright, cool. Nice. So send 3 at Narset. Check. Okay, so Narset down. Plus. Let's go ahead and try to hold on to this island here. Maybe they have another Thought Erasure. Okay, sure, that's fine. I think they're gonna try to bounce back the Oath of Kaya here. Okay, that's fine. Alright, let's draw a card. Favorable wins. Just what we wanted to see. I'll take it. I can minus Teferi. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to minus Teferi. Bounce back the Hanged Executioner. Play the Hanged Executioner. Refill the board again. I like leaving up the mana so that this way we can do something with Storm Tamer. Protect our own face. Protect, you know, one of our threats. They whiffed. That's perfect. Alright, so they're going down to 15 now.
Still have much to
Right on schedule. Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
Alright, the big blowout is if they do have Kaya's Wrath here. That's the big blowout. Oh, come on. I can't believe they play a board wipe. Unreal. Oh, I didn't expect them to play a board wipe. That's kind of wild, actually. So they're on some kind of control variant. Thought it'd be hero because that's the most common version of Esper, so that was I incorrectly read that situation. The Elder Spell on top of that, jeez. Yeah, you got it. You got it, buddy. Well, I'm gonna try to present lethal. Okay, they have Visconta. They have another board wipe. They have a Teferi. Teferi has to tuck one of these, right? Oh, unless they have removal, then that never mind. Which they probably do. I'm just gonna go straight for them. I mean, I can't do anything to... Okay, cool. Cast down. There you go. Huh. Well, I think this is over. Yeah, this one's over. They get to do an activation of Teferi plus untap his Visconta, so they do that twice. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Royal Pegasus seems sweet. Hanged Executioner does create 2 bodies. That's pretty good. Alright, let's try this. We have way more counter spells now, so we can actually fight them. If they try to do a sweeper, I overcommitted, and I think that's what lost me that one. I overcommitted to the board. When I read that they were hero, I didn't think there'd be any sweepers in the main. But then, yeah, time warp or time wipe happened, and that was that. I mean, that was too much of a blowout for me to really stay in the game. Well, hopefully we get this league running properly. We lose one game, that's fine, but if we take the match, that's where we need to be. Very weak hand. Doesn't even have counter spells, but I'll keep it. Sure. Okay, we're gonna start with Storm Tamer. Have a very mono blue start. We just don't have anything that generates a ton of card advantage. Yeah, had I known that they were on a sweeper variant, I probably would have just sat there drawing more cards. Okay, Thought Erasure probably, so I'll go ahead and fire this off. And that's about as much as I'm going to commit to the board. Yep, there it is. Alright, we're going to bluff that we have something, even though we clearly don't. Alright, cool. They're better off just... I guess they could draw. I mean, that's fine. They need the lands or something like that. Or like another answer. Hope they don't have a disfigure. Okay. If it's big Teferi, we're in trouble. If it's a sweeper, that's worse, actually. I don't know if we can beat controlled. I mean, like, we need to hit all of our counter spells, essentially. We need to have nothing but counter spells. I'll sack so they don't gain any life. Alright. Oh, come on. That's a lot of land. We only have 20 lands. Okay. We just need them to not have anything. Maybe these are just 4 lands. That's odd. It's not a 4th land. Oh. That's not what I want. It's not. Oh, I wanted that earlier.
I got this.
I could have gotten 1 damage in.
We will meet again.
I gotta hold up counter spells and stuff like that. So they have Mortify. Hopefully they don't have... Oh boy, here we go. Yup.
I know my responsibility.
Yup.
Let's take it back.
Teferi Tribal. Here it comes. I can only kill 1. Probably killing the bigger one. Outside of that, I don't think any of the other ones are doing anything.
Here we go.
Please don't have a disfigure. Please don't have a disfigure. I should probably draw cards. Do I want to draw cards or do I want to... Like, we just get blown out if they pull a sweeper on us anyways. Yeah, that's fine. Yep, take 4. Doesn't feel great.
Only time will.
Yeah, I'm just going to draw cards. Because this Teferi kind of does nothing right now. It can bounce back their, like, Oath of Kaya, which is okay. That's, like, probably the best line I think I would take if I were them. Playing the Empyrean Eagle, though, would make it so that the Teferi gets rid of itself in order for them to bounce anything. But my concern is that they just have a sweeper and then we get blown out again. So I kind of want to refill my hand with cards. Okay. I mean, I don't see us really being able to win this, but I'll try. Roscoe's Contempt, sure, that's fine. Yeah, I Veto does nothing right now, so I may as well play the Empyrean Eagle. So we need a Dovin to kind of just keep creating bodies. Joven is exactly where we want to be if we want to try to grind this game out with them. Our set is a problem. Our set's very bad for us here. Oh boy. Okay, yeah, sure. Good news. Yeah, unfortunately, I still think this is the way it's got to be then, huh? I mean, they just bounce back. They can kill off their fairy if they want.
I've got it. Close that.
We gotta get rid of that Teferi. We have too many things that we need to, like, counter. This shuts them down for a little bit. 6, 7. So they can pay for anything they cast with this Quench. So we'll have to do this on a turn where... Oh, whoa. Except for that. That's the only thing. It'd have to be a 6-drop spell. But we got value. Late game Quench value. I'll take it. We have the answer to the sweeper. I'm actually going to attack them. Oh, jeez. I let that resolve because the sweeper blows us out. No, I can't let them have that. Sweeper, just let him do it. Yep, can't. I just let them play their sweeper and do whatever it is they're going to do. I hope they don't have anything. That's the goal here. Alright, now we just pass. Cool. So now they probably fire off the sweeper if they have it. Oh, nice. Something to discard with. Time wipe, this gives them a lot of time wipe value here. But of course we could always just use Hanged Executioner. Not playing into a board wipe. Just gonna let them have it. Nice, and we take it to game 3. All right, that was pretty clutch. Man, those that late game Quench. Now that was a meatball. That is something I like. Cast downs, Empyrean Eagles, Empyrean Beagles. Kind of like the way we board it already. I mean, we get to... Yeah, I like the way we boarded. I'll just leave it the way it is. That was a grind fest. I'll keep this hand. This hand's beautiful. 1 counter spell, kind of what we need. Kind of representing that we have a 1-drop, but whatever. Oh, Arena Tells. Thank you. Sure. I can't do anything. They take my veto. I'm not going to commit too much into the board here. Hanged Executioner will be something I wait for, like, them to sweep and answer.
I know my responsibility. I've got time. You want me to phase you out of time?
I strongly believe they have a board sweeper. That's the thing. Like, I very much so believe they have a sweeper. But I'll play this, because I'm not playing the Hanged Executioner. Alright, so they have 3 counters, 3 loyalty on Teferi. Teferi can go up to 4.
Here we go.
I refuse to try to commit into this sweeper of theirs, so... Okay, sure.
No more games.
That's fine.
Here goes nothing.
Well, if that isn't the most sweeper-like hand I've ever seen. Sure, they can kill my Spectral Sailor, but I still draw my card. Sure.
Time for plan B. As soon
I can shock. I mean, I've already committed to the line where I shock. They're waiting for me to use. Okay, here's what I'll do. I'll play Dovin. Make a threat. Play a miscreant. Pass. This should get the sweep, right? I mean, there's no way it doesn't. They might have Elder Spell. That's fine. Okay.
trust me.
Liliana Dreadhorde General. That's the most painful thing you could probably see. Yeah, sure, you got it. I accidentally clicked on the wrong button. Alright, well, there goes that. I need to get rid of Lily. Sure. This tells me they have another Teferi. Yep. I accidentally clicked on the Spectral Sailor and that dunked me. That was my fault. Oh, now we're gonna draw all the counter spells. Yep. Well, here comes the board wipe, I guess.
This might be a bad idea.
We're letting Dovin go. Probably, if we were letting Dovin go, we should have minused and made a token. Should have definitely minused and made a token. Oh, my stars. So many Teferis.
Excellent time.
Oh. Sure. You got it. What is it that they have? I mean, I need to get rid of this Teferi. That's just confirmed. Huh.
That's no way to treat a lady.
Okay. So we have double Hanged Executioner. They need to do double Sweeper here. They get 3 tokens. That's 6 damage. I'm not blocking any of it. I want them to... Like, if they Time Warp, that's a little unfortunate, because they'll get to draw 3 zombies. I mean, 3 cards. No blocks. All of it at Liliana. That's fine. Take all the damage. We're gonna force them into a spot where they have to actually, like, do something. Alright, cool. No attacks. We sit back. We hold up our mana this turn. They're waiting to probably find a duress or something like that. Okay, that's fine. Exile another creature with Hanged Executioner. Nice, and we get there. Cool. Argody? Good luck. Man, that last match was in a grind fest. All right. On to the next game, though. I'll keep this hand. We'll see if they believe it. It's too obvious, right? That we would actually just have Azorius sleeves and play Azorius? Come on, now. That's ridiculous. We would never. Just kidding. Yeah, we would. Well, currently, we still look like we're on mono blue. Siren Storm Tamer from the opponent. I like it. No blocks. No attacks. Sit back. We'll block. Dive down. That's fine. That's an aggressive use of dive down right there. All right. And now we just beat them down for 3. It seems that they are stuck on some lands here, so a little unfortunate for them. They mulligan, they're stuck on lands. We'll do it again. Trickster, sure. Oh, nice. Okay. Very nice, very nice. Okay. So there we are. We have 12 damage on board. We resolved a 4/4. They're definitely on mono blue. Send in the team. Pass the turn. It's all theirs. No blocks. Alright, and we don't have to reveal any more of our deck than needed. Perfect. Perfect. Smooth game 1. They were also, once again, very stuck on mana, so that is unfortunate. Alright, Dovin. Baffling End seems better than... Oh, but yeah, Baffling End seems better than Enclave Tribunal here. I feel like we're going to have to counter them often. Like, very often. We got to watch out for... that silly little trickster. The only way we're beating them... We should be ready to counter them, too. Healer's Hawk. Loyal Pegasus takes a little bit too long to get going. Hanged Executioner is solid. Gives us 2 bodies, so I still like that card. Loyal Pegasus, I just feel like isn't that good of a card. I'm, like, always sideboarding it out. Spectral Sailor, Fairy Miscreant seems solid. I don't think there's any one thing I want to take out. I feel like maybe it's Favorable Winds. We'll take out a Dovin. Take out a Dovin. Empyrean Eagle's still an Anthem effect. We want that. Only thing I'm concerned about is if they steal it. So maybe we should be careful with how many like creatures we deploy and if we have a backup plan to it. I'll keep. All right. Nice. Can't believe something resolved. All right, cool. All right, I guess we get in there for some more damage. DiMaggio. Maybe Dovin's Veto isn't crazy needed. I want them to play 1-drops and things like that, thinking that we have something for... You know what? I won't attack. And pass. I think they have a Trickster. Okay. I mean, if they don't do anything, then we just sit back and we just keep drawing cards. I'll double block this. Even if they go and do dive down, or something like that, that's fine. We got them to burn a ton of dive downs. Nice. All right, 3 spells in the yard. Play Miscreant. Miscreant. All right. So now they have enough to make it a 5/5. They can leave it back on defense. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. I guess we can't do anything about that. Oh, we need to stop drawing lands. Okay. We're going to just start chumping, I think. The more I think about it, they'd be at 12. They'd be on a 2-turn clock right now. Oh, Tempest Djinn. That's unfortunate. I guess they won't attack, though, right? Because, I mean, why would they? Because they lose their Pteramander, but Curious Obsession falls off, thankfully. Okay. If they want to trade a Tempest Djinn, I'll gladly have that. Sure. No blocks. Another Pteramander? That's... Oh, okay. Well, the deck's just being funny now. Like, here, check it out. Look at all these sweet, sweet lands you could have. All this real estate. Call now, we'll throw 30 more lands in. For free! Alright. You got it, opponent. You have enough to animate there. You have enough to animate there. If they choose to swing and animate, that means they're tapped out. Nope, no blocks. They have 3 spells, so they need exactly all 8 of their mana. Must be some non-zero amount of counter spells. Resolve. That's cool. So they have to at least block 1 here, right? They only have to block 1 because it's not lethal. Otherwise, if had I done the 2 damage earlier, it would have been odd. An odd block. Oh, I guess because they just have another one. Sure. So it costs... It's 5 mana. It costs 3 for them to activate. Yep, let's go ahead and do this again. I mean, we have nothing to do anyways. 6, so now it costs them 2. What can I do about this? I don't think I can get around all of that. I'm drawing things in a little bit of the wrong order, but if they attack, I only need to block 1, and then that's not enough to kill them. See, last turn we would have been able to pick off 2 threats. I gotta get rid of the Djinn. No reason to block if you're my opponent. It's not lethal. Alright, so we go to the next one. We found all of that. We drew 1 too many lands there towards the end, so that felt kind of bad. We don't need like 100 Dovin's vetoes, I don't think. Like, all those vetoes aren't really going to do anything. They're only going to counter some counter spells, which is, like, acceptable. Alright, let's try this again. I kind of... Man, had I done the 2 damage earlier in the match, this might have gone a little differently that last round. Because then we would have had they would have been at 6, so when we swung with 2, that forced them to block. But maybe that's also hindsight, because they could potentially have other tricks. this now. Hopefully we draw a third land here. That's what we're in desperate need of. We didn't draw it, so pass. I don't want to swing into a trickster, so yep. Hopefully it's like Curious Obsession or something like that. Their hand's lighting up, so that means they definitely have counter spells. Land, please. Hope they tap out or something and I get a land. Oh, nuts. Just pass again. I'm surprised they're flying off with these tricksters. I guess they're trying to get aggressive, and I mean it is working right now. I mean, I'm not doing anything. I'm stuck on lands. I'll try to play a Spectral Sailor. Nice. What are the odds this resolves? Like -1? Opt into probably they already have the counterspell. They're just opting for, I think, extra effect, right? Yeah, there it is. They always have it. Trust me on that one. They always have it. I just noticed some people like doing it for extra effect. Like, oh, what if I don't have it? Just kidding, had it, and I won't be gotten today. If they tapped out or something. Okay, so they have exactly... I mean... I could go Venerated Loxodon, right? Play this into Venerated Loxodon. Healer's Hawk into Loxodon. This could be Disdainful Stroke. Maybe that's why... Oh, no, it's not. Probably Spell Pierce then. Hopefully it's not Intrinsic Melody. Them stealing anything is going to feel real bad. Oh, it's sweet. Again. These darn tricksters. They're everywhere. No attacks. That's either a Spell Pierce or a Negate or something, right? So I want to draw cards. Sure. I mean, you swing with everything. I could have potentially sacked that to save the Loxodon. Just take 4. Yeah, just take 4. I don't think I need to draw a card here. I'll just take the 4. I don't want to give them any chances to like cast anything or steal anything of mine. Alright, sweet. Siren Storm Tamer again. Okay, so what are these cards? Alright. Play Hanged Executioner. It resolves. I like it. Sure. Hanged Executioner resolving always feels good. Won't lie to you there. Make my cat blue. Naturally. Alright, let's turn up the clock just a little bit. Alright, so they're down to 9. This will probably get countered, right? There's no way this doesn't get countered. They've probably been sitting on a Negate, like, waiting. They've been waiting with their tongue out, salivating. Yeah, there you go. Counter this, whatever. I know you want to. There you go. There you go. Interesting. See what I could do here. I can tap all 4 of these. See, if I fire this off first, I get to save mana, right? I get to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Okay. We'll make them pop their Storm Tamer. They have another Wizard's Retort is my concern. They do not. Cool. So now I can leave this back. I can block with the Spirit. We're pretty wide right now. The next turn we swing out, right? If they swing in, we swing out. So what is this? 2, 4. That's 2, 6, 8, 10, 11, 13. They block 4, so it puts it down to 9. Send this in. If they double block, that's great. Great news. They have no wizards. That feels pretty good. So everything's in the air now. We do this on the end of their turn and at the beginning of ours to remove everything. Good news, we can also chump the Djinn for quite some time. And if they have a dive down, that's okay. Nice. And we got rid of it and we win. Up against Big Papa Jack. This is now our 3rd round, so we are currently 2-0. Gotta just be like, this deck is very, very punishing if you don't calculate your plays. Like, you have to legitimately really sit there and think about every line. Kind of like have to work extra hard for all the wins. Like a lot of work, but fun, rewarding. I won't lie to you. All right, get in there for 2, I guess. Hopefully they play something we can just bounce with Teferi. Yeah, okay, cool. I see what they're trying to play. Alright, so next turn we can go Pegasus. Wait, if we draw a white source, this might be better for us. Oh no. Oh no. This is a problem. So it looks like it's Dread Horde. Oh, should have waited. So we do have to be careful and mindful of Mask Girl.
Here we go.
So what is the line here?
I'll protect you.
I do one or the other. Simple as that. By playing Venerated Loxodon, I get to play around Masker Girl. Yeah. I could actually play the Healer's Hawk too. Just realized that. Because this would count as our white source from Venerated Loxodon. The next turn we would have set up one really big swing.
Don't worry.
So right now nothing dies to Massacre Girl. This is 6 health for them. And the Dread Horde is what they want. Nissa's definitely something they can use. What are they looking for? 6th land? I Actually, do I even want to attack with this? Because I don't even want that to die, do I? They could get it back, potentially. That's fine. Keeping their health low is good. Right now, nothing dies to Massacre Girl, which is the most important thing. So if I play the Spectral Sailor, it's a 3/3, which is perfect. Sure. They're probably going to bounce back like one of my 1/1s or 1-drops. I guess they could bounce back the Eagle. I don't know how much that does, though, but okay. What? Oh, I didn't respond. Oh, I didn't respond. That feels bad. That feels very bad. I don't even think that matters. Just hit them. It would have been dead, by the way, had I responded. So now we've shut off their command, the Dread Horde. Okay. Okay. Branch Walker, that's 6 life. That's not enough yet. Okay, cool. Oh, Teferi passives. You would think with how much I played Teferi, I would remember the passive. Oh my god. Dovin's Veto seems useful with all the Planeswalkers they have. But also just killing them seems pretty good. We can get rid of... I don't want to slow down, because they're going to be slowing down, right? Favorable Winds allows us to build up a pretty massive board. Grand Arbiter doesn't seem great here, considering that... I mean, I guess he does make a chumper. Like, Vetoes and Quenches make sense, sure. Quench can counter their creatures. Vetoes can, you know, stop the Planeswalkers and so forth. So forth. I want all my cards. So, Loyal Pegasus, once again, just seeming like a very medium card. Venerated Loxodon is nice. It does allow for us to, it allows for us to grow our stuff. Good old garbage truck, disposal truck in my background. Always making an appearance. Gotta love it. Probably would rather have one of these Pegasus. So Cry of the Carnarium becomes a thing, right? Ritual of Soot becomes a thing. Especially instant speed Ritual of Soot. So I definitely want some amount of counter spells. I get, yeah, I'll run this hand. We have a Siren Storm Tamer. ×2. Let's see, what can we draw? Favorable Winds, that's pretty good. Now, if they play Teferi, this is a problem. Actually, I should have played the Siren Storm Tamer in the event they played Teferi. They just bounce this back. Oath of Kaya. Okay, cool. Very cool. I need lands. Believe it or not, I need lands. Very nice. I'm a fan. Alright, let's hope they don't have a sweeper. Or a ton of removal. Oh, this is a problem. Oh, they should have done that on my turn. Yep. Still stuck on land. Golgari Queen. I think this is safe to say it's over. We just kind of didn't draw any lands, and they're going to pile on a bunch of Planeswalkers, and we're dead. We should probably move to the next one.
Ready to join them?
Damn it. No, I oddly think maybe Dovin might be better. Because Dovin makes a body, which is kind of what we want anyway. Like, Dovin does something. Teferi kind of just maybe returns a creature and then makes him do it again, which isn't that great. Yeah, sure, we pay 3 mana for a 1/1, but at least Vraska uses a minus, and then Vraska dies. So I'm kind of a fan of that. And we don't want a ton of favorable wins. That we do know. Sure, I'll keep this hand. This should be interesting. Also, I need to set my cat to blue. Super Saiyan cat. Okay. End of their turn, I'll play Spectral Sailor. Get in there for 1. What am I worried about on 2? A lot of things, but next turn I can go ahead and just Quench. Yep, quench. Now we have counter magic ready. All right, we're gonna just try to find more cards. So we're just gonna keep drawing. Cool. Replaced itself. Seems good. Okay, we have veto. Well, that's a good thing we got rid of all their wild growth walkers, because now... Here, you can have that. Ooh, that's what you like to see. That's what you like to see. All right, we're going flying. We're going flying. And we have a train in the background. Oh my gosh. GG's. This is round 4. Round 4. Our Azorius Flyers deck treating us well so far. We are currently at 3-0. I can't be mad about that. That sounds pretty nice. I'm going to lead off with Fairy Miscreant because I would like to draw next turn. Are they actually Golgari like we are actually Azorius? I mean, so far they have done nothing to deny these claims. All right, get in there for one. Go to the cowl. Okay. So next turn we can just cast Conclave Tribunal without actually having to worry about tapping down our board. So that's very nice. What are they going to ramp into, though, is the million-dollar question. All right, so that's Vinemare? Vinemare Magic, okay. I'm actually going to go ahead and just swing out, right? I mean, play this. Friendly Neighborhood Empyrean Eagle, send in the board. They could trade if they want with Vinemare. Or they could just take all of it and go to 3. Okay, they're at 3. Let's see what they do now. Okay, cool. That was good enough. That was a great start. That was a great start. Fairy Miscreant doing that work that we've been looking for. So that was great. Nice, clean, and fair magic. Just a bunch of 1/1s. I like it. Love me some fair magic like that. Let's go and do Grand Arbiter. I feel like Teferi won't have many uses. Should I be bringing in Quenches? No, we're on the draw, so they'll always beat me on mana. So let's go ahead and sideboard in the Baffling Ends. That sounds better. Like, no matter what, we're always going to be behind because they probably have Llanowar Elves. With Llanowar Elves, we can't really stop that. So, like, things like Quench, all that other stuff won't be all that great. I'd rather just answer their threats, which I assume they have many of. Unless they're mono-green stomping people out, which I assume they probably are now. They probably have new Vivian, too. This is a very lackluster hand. Like, we don't do anything for the first 2 turns. I'm going to mulligan. Okay, this is better. This is a lot better. We'll push the island back into the deck. This allows us to start with Healer's Hawk, get some damage going. Then we go into Loyal Pegasus. Then we go into Hanged Execution. Now we go into Dovin. Well, unless, of course, we get to steal something. Like, take something under the... Oh, God. How much do we care about this? That's fine. Do we even block, is the question. Like, I don't even think I want to block. And I think they've got something better to kill with this Conclave Tribunal. And we don't... And then we also have Hanged Executioner, which is nice. I'll take the 5 on this one. No blocks. Yeah, let's go ahead and send these in. Send 4 damage. Leave up some mana so we can chump block the Vine Mares. This can't be blocked by black creatures, has hexproof. That's fine. Steel Leaf Champion. Now that's something we do want to target. They are stomping people out. How could they? Block, I guess. Yeah, just take 5. Huh. The nice thing about this is I can block with Hanged Executioner and then exile. So I could go ahead and do that. Health are they at? They're at 12, so we can go in there. So whatever we're doing, we're attacking for sure. Attack with these. Block there. Exile the champion. Yeah, I like that. I like that. That's fine. In the event we need to, I'll block. I'm saving an extra blocker just so we can send one in front of Vinemare. Alright, so we know they don't have anything spicy like a fight effect, so leaving up mana is no longer needed. We can draw a card if they don't do something soon. Okay. Block. Exile. Alright, sweet. Only took 1 there. That's where I want to be anyways. Back. Yeah, that's fine. Think here. So I eat that. That's 10, 13, 16 damage. We send 1 and 1. That's not enough to kill us. Yeah, fine. It's not enough to hurt us. So we send 1 spirit, 1 of each in front of the Vinemares. Fine. And that should be lethal. Because now we also have the 4 in the air. 1 here. 1 in front of the 2 in front of the Vinemares. Not enough to kill us. Alright, GG. TM Broder 01. Good luck. They are our last boss. They are guarding us from the 5-0. Well, the only other thing preventing us from hitting that 5-0 is our deck. Alright, I'll move. I'll just keep this. Alright, so it's vampires. Are we faster than vampires? I don't think so. So I don't need to play the Loyal Pegasus out there for no reason. They're gonna have a fiery hot start. We're gonna just... I assume we're dead. Like, we can't really stop this. Everything we're doing is a bit too slow. So I'm gonna just let them take control of this game. We'll go ahead and just move it into game 2 and try to win there. Because, like, even if we had the Pegasus, we couldn't go ahead and, like, Conclave Tribunal anything. They have... Okay, so they're black-white life gain. Very cool, actually. Alright, so they're a life gain deck. They're going to swarm us, go low to the ground. Alright. Move things. Punch and vetoes. Short, Loyal Pegasus once again. Getting taken out here. Very not going to do too much other than just bounce a few things here and there. So let's go down a few of those. Favorable wins. Decent. It makes us grow, but really do need to respect those Johnny Pridemate tokens. I actually want all my Dovins. All my Dovins. The new sitcom coming to TBS. This is what I want in my life. Nope. Nope. And like that, the 5-0 dream is done. Oh, yeah. Let's see how many times we can mulligan, actually. Okay. Okay. There we go. How many times? So I get to keep 2 of these cards? Very nice. I'm going to just let them know that I'm going to play the Siren Stormtainment on a Molda 2. And then pass. Very good. We've already lost the battle. Nice. Next one. All right. The 5-0 dream is gone, but at least we can try to go for 5-1. Or we end at 4-2. Let's hope that we don't mulligan into oblivion this time. Hope that we don't mulligan into oblivion. That's all I can ask for. We have 20 lands, so it's more likely that we could see hands that have less lands. But the first game, we had too many lands. I didn't want to mulligan down to 5, potentially not draw any lands, things like that. Mulliganing's still scary, even with the London mulligan. London mulligan has been nice, though. Yeah, I'll keep this, sure. These are the kind of hands I can get down with. Dovin coming down, making more bodies will be solid. Like, we'll go Pegasus, Pegasus. Correction, we will not even have a Pegasus. I think this Pegasus is about to die. We have to go Pegasus, Pegasus. Unless we draw another 1-drop here, then we can go... If we don't draw a 1-drop, then we'll go Hollowed Fountain tapped, Loyal Pegasus. Then turn 3, try to drop Dovin to minus. Start creating some more bodies, and then play Empyrean Eagle after. Opponent in the tank on the Loyal Pegasus. The Pegasus is scary. Correction. It is no longer a threat. The threat is obsolete. Alright. Please don't chain whirl me. Uh-oh. That's a card. That's a card. Goodness gracious, that's a card. I'm gonna get rid of this Chandra Spitfire. Cards, I've seen what it can do. I've seen what it can do, and I believe. I'm a believer. Please don't chain whirl me, dude. Okay. Not gonna lie to you, I was sweating a little bit there. I was sweating a little bit. Was it visible that I was sweating a little bit? Because I was. Dude, we can get hit for like 400, right? Okay, well, not an actual 400, but... Okay. Hold on. So, how afraid am I? Like, do these decks even play Chain Whirler? I'm trying to remember. Like, this is the list. I think they still have Chain Whirler and Spitfires at their 3-drop slot, right? So, I respect the Chain Whirler. We'll just play the Birdie. The Empyrean Eagle. Big Bird. They can't deal enough damage anyways. We'll be fine. Right? Oh, they shocked me. That means it pumps this. I'm an idiot. Oh, never mind. Hold on. Never mind. Never mind. We're okay currently. Experimental Frenzy. It's going to be fun. I'm kidding. That's sarcasm.
Anyone would be so foolish.
Okay. See you later, Dovin. You were a good one-off. Of course, this requires them to not hit. Oh, yes, dude. Yes, baby Dovin. Yes. Sweet baby Dovin. All right. Sweet baby Dovin. There you go. That's what you love to see. You love to see it. You just love to see it. And we're still not getting dunked on yet by a Chain Whirler, so they just got to draw a land again. That's all they got to do. Like, land on top. Perfect. Chandra, that's not a land. Okay. Okay. Are we going to go Dovin through time? Dovin through time. Okay. It turns out, actually, just making a bunch of 1/1s is pretty good. It has absolutely nothing to do with Dovin. But, whatever. We can pretend. It was Dovin there that stole that game. Loyal Pegasus, you seem like not a good card here. Okay, so we have our Baffling Ends. We have our Conclave Tribunals. I want more Dovins than I probably do Teferi? No, Dovin's usually just a one-off on the draw. Matter of fact, I can probably take out the Dovin. Things that I do want, however, the Vetoes. Like, they have 15 spells, 24 creatures. They have 1 Frenzy. They board into, like, well, they actually board into, like, things like other Experimental Frenzies, potentially. More removal, Fry, I assume. So I guess let's try to counter their creatures. Cerulean Drake is solid, though. Cerulean Drake is a party machine. And that is what I'm trying to do. Hang with Cerulean Drake. That's a good plan. No, 4 Teferis. Teferis don't feel great here. It does reset some of their stuff, but like Ember Hauler, there's so many things that just get rid of Planeswalkers. Their Spitfires are a little bit of a nuisance, I won't lie, but that's why we want removal and to counter it. They might also have Acolyte of Flame. Scary deck. Can't be good. Oh, and they have 4 shocks. Take it out of the Pegasus because although we want 1-drops, 90% of the time it just eats a removal spell, or the other thing eats the removal spell, and then we die. Oh, we have Dwayne the Block Johnson. Nice. All right. Dwayne the Block Johnson has arrived. All right, we're going to go ahead and start with that. That's a meatball that I can get behind. Check this out, Viashino Pyromancer. I got something for you. Bam. It's called Dwayne the Block Johnson. Is that a chain whirler? Great. Doesn't matter. I want to find mana, so I'm going to wait until I do. Until then, they can send as much burn as they want at this Cerulean Drake. Actually, no, they can't, because they can't target it. Their joke's on them. I will counter this just because I can. Quenched. Double Dwayne. Double Dwayne. The new game show. I got a lot of brilliant ideas. They're all very bad actually, but it's fine. Double Dwayne. Too many Teferis. Goodness gracious. That's a meatball. I think I want to wait for one more land. The Spitfires can be a little bit of a nuisance. Right now, let's just go ahead and attack with one. We could hit with both. If we're feeling saucy, we could hit with both. I guess we have something later. Yeah, let's go hit with both. Can't give them like 30 turns anyways. Opponent feeling the heat. Thanks to Double Dwayne over here. All right. Come on. Double Dwayne. Let's do it. Shock. All right, I'll block with my face. Your turn. Lava Runner. Lava Runner. That's a problem. I can just counter it though. Okay, I'll just counter it. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Nice. Very nice. All right. You got a Lava Coil, the Empyrean Eagle. Then you're still taking 8. That's right, Kitty. I got you, Kitty. I think we're going to win this one. Here comes the 5-1 maybe. Steamkin. That's great news for them. Holy cow. Is that what I think it is? Is the crew back in town? I can go ahead and make everything massive. Punch in next turn. Nah, I'm just going to send everybody in. You can choose to block or not. Up to them. Cool beans. All right. And I guess we most likely take this match because at the very least, these Drakes are going to be 2/2s, and they're at 4. Dwayne the Block Johnson. Thank you. 5-1. I'll take it. On the back of Dwayne. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. The Cerulean Drake. Ah, you love to see it. Okay, we wrapped the league up at 5-1. We ended up dropping game 5. Match 5, I mean, due to some variance, just mulling into Oblivion, etc., etc. But we took game 6 to close out the league to get the 5 wins. The deck was a blast to play. It's randomly. It feels like it can be very powerful at times, and if you play it well, you space your threats out well enough. You don't overcommit like I did in game 1 of the Esper matchup. If you don't do that, you should be fine. It does have ways to draw cards in, of course, Spectral Sailor, Teferi Time Raveler, and Fairy Miscreant. And as you saw, the times where I just return a Hanged Executioner to fill up my board, or maybe a Miscreant if needed. Very solid. Dovin does work. Anytime Dovin sticks around, that's just a free threat, a free 1/1 with upside. So I'm a huge fan of Dovin here. I still like the Singleton in the main. You can decide whether or not you want 2 in the 75, but at least like 1. And of course, I thought about Mu Yanling as a thing to throw in here, but I'll have to test that out a little bit later. Anywho, Cerulean Drakes are very good if Red Deck takes off. Dwayne the Block Johnson will do a lot of work. We have a lot of there's a lot of fun interactions that you can do, or fun things you can do with this deck. It just feels like a blast when you're playing it. Of course, there's games where you're just too far behind and this deck can't catch up, which will be an issue. As you know, it only plays 20 lands. 20 lands means there's going to be a lot of mulligans. And sometimes you just got to take those mulligans and just deal with it and see if you can fight your way through it. But the deck functions on a fairly low curve, so that's why you're okay with only 20 lands. And other than that, I think we top out at 3. I mean, technically, you could say Venerated Loxodon is 5, but we're not really. We shouldn't be casting for 5. If we are, then that means we have no board, and then we were already losing anyways. And so thank you to the garbage truck outside, for beeping through the whole video. And, of course, thank you to everyone that came back and watched another episode of Fish 5-0. It means the world to me that you continue to support my content. And, as always, if you like the content that we make here at MTG Goldfish, feel free to hit that like and subscribe button. And to be notified when a brand new video goes up online here at MTG Goldfish, make sure you hit that bell icon. And, once again, I really got to thank the garbage disposal truck person that shows up every day while I'm commentating, filming, any of that, and always beeping their way through, or the leaf blowers. Anywho, that's a different situation. Enjoy the Teferi background. I'll see you back here at the next video. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.